Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Robinson here again with our Teacher Time show. One of my favorite Bible scriptures is 1 Corinthians 13 and 13. But the greatest of these is love. When you love what you're doing, it doesn't seem hard at all. But you gotta love it. And I know it's hard sometimes at school. You could be at your wit's end. But if you love what you're doing, love conquers all. So we're going to get into something that is very, very critical. So our agenda today is parental contact. Cooperative learning is the other thing we will get to, but I don't know. I got a lot of stuff on parental contact because if we can get the parent on our side, then we have won the ball game, because it's you and I, or you and the parent against the student. So 2 against 1, those numbers definitely means defeat for the one. So I'm gonna try to get us into cooperative learning if I can, but I have a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes down to contacting parents. I've had colleagues who said, I'll never call home again because a parent cursed me out. I'll never call home because I get no cooperation from the parents. Sometimes the parents are worse than the student. And I agree, I've had that happen to me as well. But I can't give up. Why? Because I love all my students, I love my job, and I will keep at it until I can get that parental cooperation and get that student to pass the class. And I'm going to tell you now, I haven't been successful with some, but the majority of the students that I've taught throughout my career, just about all of them, I meet somewhere along the line and they come back and tell me, they say, oh, Dr. Rob, thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm so sorry that I was mean to you in class, and now I'm working. Some of them have become teachers, doctors, and I even got a couple of them down there in Hollywood trying to do a few things, and I'm so proud of them. I always am glad to meet them when they're grown up, because you never know. I was in the store shopping, and I walked in front of 2 parents, and I said, excuse me, I'm just trying to get over here. And they said, Dr. Rob, you don't remember us? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. So you had our kids, so-and-so and so-and-so. And I said, oh, okay. The name sounded familiar, but I was kind of unsure. And they said, oh, Dr. Rob, you don't know what an influence you made on our kids. You made my job as a parent so much easier, keeping me informed of what was going on, and I can't thank you enough. And I'm like, wow. Well, thank you for the compliment. You know, I'm just trying to do what I can to try to help the kids succeed. And they say, yeah, we need more teachers like you who reach out and help instead of hurt. And they thanked me, and we went on our way shopping. So parental contact is critical in pedagogy. So if you are not going to contact parents, I think you should consider another occupation. Because if you have the parent on your side, that student will conform. So let's get going and tackle our parental contact. So my introduction, I just gave you about parental contact. I have an iPhone and it serves me well. And if you don't have an iPhone, no problem. As long as you have a phone to use to contact parents, you're in great shape, because that's the teacher's best weapon. See, teachers have power because that's your class. And you cannot allow students to take over your class just because they want to. So you got to be willing to pick up the phone at any time, whether it be day or night or weekends, and let the parents know what's going on, and make sure you document, but write that down, what the infraction that the student has done, and let those parents know what's going on. And when you do, the parent will help you, and hopefully the students will have a change of attitude the next day when they come in. You may have to do like I do, call more than once. And when I call, I make it short and sweet, just get to the point. And most times the parents want to keep me on the phone long. That was one reason why I did not like calling all the time, because sometimes the parents would like to talk 10 or 20 minutes, and I'm like, well, I have some other parents to call, so thank you for your help, and I'll be calling again, hopefully with some better news. One thing I did want to mention, the problems that I did run into with parental contact, some parents did not speak English. And if they didn't, that's no excuse for not making the contact and letting them know what you needed to know, what they needed to know. So I would get out my Google Translate and then let the Google Translate do the talking for me. So that's current, a common problem. Most people don't speak Spanish, but I would recommend you learn Spanish or learn a few lines that can get across the message that you're trying to say, and Google Translate is an excellent help. So I hope to get the progress reports, but I got a lot of stuff to cover. So parental contact. Website. Each teacher in our school is responsible for keeping up their website, the school website of their classes, and here's mine. I have an interesting about the teacher, so when they want to know about me, they can refer to this. I was a math teacher, grade 7 of the North team. I've been teaching math since 1983, using various technologies to help students reach mastery of the subject. I created a YouTube channel, Dan Robinson PKMS, for the purpose of giving extra support to those who desire to further their knowledge of mathematics or strengthen their skills. I use game theory when teaching mathematics to assist in the subject matter, which makes the students more relaxed and confident while learning this difficult subject, as they earn various prizes. And I'll get into my prizes later on. But game theory, very important, and I'll get into that a little later with the cooperative learning piece. I have my email address there, robinsonmath@aol.com, so they can write me and let me know if they have comments and concerns. So parent-teacher communication, I tell them, is a key to assist the students whether they are struggling in the subject or not. I let the parents know that we are partners in education of their child, and please keep the lines of communication open between us, so that way I can know what's going on, because some parents will listen to their child and they say, oh, the teacher disrespected me, he didn't give me this and he did that. And they'll call the principal or the superintendent, and next thing I know, I'm in the office trying to explain myself of what's going on because the parent got misinformation. And I love some of my principals who say, hey, I don't know what happened, but go to Dr. Rob and talk to him first so he can explain to you what happened and then get back to me if you're not satisfied. So I try to get the parents to inspect the child's notebook for classwork, homework, project completion, and feedback from me. So when you have a concern, I let the parents know, feel free to reach out to me for clarification, and I'll inform you also by your child's progress, usually very, very quickly, as well as through progress reports, and I'll get to that shortly. The district, I'm happy that our district, we offer Infinite Campus, parental portal, and a student portal for the students who want to inspect their grades and attendance. So I encourage the parents to download that app to their phones so they can find out what's going on. We're required to give the open Meet the Teacher night, and some parents I know are working 2 jobs, can't make it, and I created a video of what I expect and what I said, so you'll see it there on YouTube. Welcome to Mathematics. This was the year I retired in 2022, so that you can, if you watch that video, Welcome to Mathematics, it will tell you what my expectations were and a lot about the class. So I also in the packet include a parent's responsibilities letter so the parent can know what I expect from them. So here we go. Parents, please keep the lines of communication open between your child and your child's teacher by regularly inspecting your child's notebook for classwork, homework, project completion, and feedback from the teacher, me. When there are concerns, please feel free to reach out for clarity. You may be informed of your child's progress. The district offers the Infinite Campus Parent Portal and Student Portal for inspection of attendance and grades, so download the app to your phone. Then I tell them about my means of communications with the parents. I write a personal progress report each month and send it out to the parents and students. I give it usually Thursday and a Friday of the second or third week of the month, and the reason why I give it out on Thursday because most students are expected to get the progress report on Friday, so they'll be absent Friday, and that way they'll have their weekend and have fun. And no, I give it out on Thursday, so that way I get those who are absent and on Friday, and they can read the news for themselves and bring it home to their parents when and they'll be waiting for my call, because I do call and ask the parent, did they receive my progress report? Because I had a couple concerns I'd like to discuss. And then usually when I'm on the phone, they'll say, wait a minute, Dr. Rob. They would call their child and tell them to come here and say, Dr. Rob is on the phone and he's asking for the progress report. Where is it? And oh boy, I hear the parents yelling and screaming at him, telling him, go get that progress report, I want to see it. And as I'm hanging on, I'm hearing some interesting things in the background from the parent and the student. And but eventually they see the progress report, and I explain what my concerns were, and it really works. And the students have no excuse, because you're following up on that progress report that you write. So, but if you have Gmail, if you have a Gmail account, I tell the parents you can look in the Google Classroom because they send their own progress reports of basically work and reports on weekly things and assignments and activity homework. So the Google does that. So I call as many parents as possible when necessary, because sometimes it does get a little hairy, even for me, that you need to straighten things out and let the students know that there's only one boss in this class and it is not a democracy when I'm in here. So I'm a dictator, so what I say goes. So I encourage the parents to please log on to their Google Classroom so they could see the grades that I put in and missing or complete homework. And it's all in the Google Classroom. And I even record my sessions of class and make that available in case a student was absent or didn't understand the topic of the day. So the students get that information and they're like, wow, this teacher did all that, and it's there. I've been recording it every day, and the students hopefully watch it and they'll learn what they have missed. So I try to cover every excuse to keep the students from saying they don't understand what's going on. So I also ask for the parents to verify their email address with me, so when I get it, I put it in my database. That way I can email letters to the proper address. And make sure it's the right address, because we've had students, I've been in meetings with the counselors and even the principal. We had a kid who put his email in there, and his father never knew that he wasn't getting emails from the school. So that was some meeting. So get their email addresses, because you'll need to send stuff out. That's the best way to do it. So that's my introduction on parental contact, but I'm gonna continue on with the progress reports. So I have letters that I send out and to the parents, which are called my excellent letters. So it's a short little letter that talks about, I realize their child is working at an accelerated pace, so I create a video tutorial of the next lesson, and I attach it through a link, and I'll award extra credit for the participation in the lesson from the student, and I thank the parent for their assistance. I get many parents who say, oh wow, there's extra credit, and it's the weekend. They said, so-and-so, sit down, get the video, and they are on the video before their weekend can start. I want you to notice on the bottom of that letter, I have it also in Spanish. So I go to my Google Translate and copy and paste it in Google Translate and put it in Spanish for those parents who don't understand English. That way I cover my bases. So the Spanish parents are informed as well. Even though my Spanish is not great, my Google Translate works pretty well. And again, I have the video there, and they can turn on the closed caption or translate the language button on on YouTube. So that way they get the lesson. And it definitely works to write an excellent letter, because most parents, when they see a letter from the school, they usually think that it's bad. Here's a letter that I think you'll really enjoy, because it's a warning letter. No parent likes to be taken off guard and caught unalert. And you need to warn in plenty of time before the marking period is over and giving the report card, because no parent likes to see a 50 on their child's report card, or that the child failed without some type of notification. And when you send a warning letter, and I say send it in a good amount of time, that way the student can have a chance to redeem themselves. So here's my little letter. It's in English and Espanol. I hope you're safe and doing well. As we approach the end of the quarter, I'm sorry to say that unfortunately your child is failing the class. Please check Infinite Campus for details to review and discuss the grades with your child. Hopefully, your child will make a stronger effort before the end of the quarter. So they have some time to correct what's wrong, and they hopefully will make the effort to do better and pass the class. And again, I have it in Espanol for the students and parents that only speak that language, Spanish language. Here's a thank you letter I write to parents because they're helping me, and I want to acknowledge that they're a help. So a quick thank you note, an email, and thank you for the help you've given. Attached is the progress report to review. Excellent progress. Again, I say thank you for your assistance. Stay safe. And I have it in Spanish. And when you're a parent and you get that kind of acknowledgement and a progress report with a note of thank you attached to it, the parents are like, wow, okay, so the student is doing well and doing good, so I'm happy to be working with the teacher, and they will continue to work with you. So saying thanks should only take a couple minutes to put this kind of email together and send it on. Student excellent letter. So I have a letter that I also give to the students. So a student getting a letter, because usually when they see that you're giving them something, they figure it's bad news, because most teachers give bad news. Hello, I realize that you are a student who's working at an accelerated pace, so could you please watch this video tutorial of our next lesson, which I created. I will be sure to award you extra credit for the anticipated value you will add to our lesson. Thank you so much for your assistance. Stay safe. There it is also in Espanol for those students who do not speak Spanish, who only speak Spanish. I also give student awards, a certificate of achievement, and it's very easy to create. I'm sure they have some samples on Word. You can copy this and just change a few things for yourself, whatever your subject is. I've had students who were great students, and I'm like, wow, you deserve an award. And I would give them a certificate either at the end of the month, student of the month, or at the end of the term, and letting them know that they did a great job. I've had students tell me, Dr. Rob, I've never gotten a certificate as long as I've been in school, all the eighth grade, and I've never gotten a certificate except for yours. And I'm like, really? And I'm like, wow, that's very hard to believe, but congratulations. And you make a big deal of it and make all the kids in the classroom clap for students getting an award. And I don't award one student, one boy, one girl. I don't believe in that. I look at the averages, and the kids that have maintained a good average or improved their average, I recognize them. So, and I don't recognize everybody in the classroom. No, everybody does not get a certificate. I make sure I award certificates to the appropriate people. So that's pretty much it on Parental Contact. I gave you my introduction, my progress report, and that is my bell to tell me to wrap it up. So I hope you got something out of this lesson. So watch my videos on YouTube. My channel name is Dan Robinson, PKMS, Peekskill Middle School. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know how I'm doing, how the videos are helping you, or if not, what I can do better. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. If not, that's okay. I'll keep trying. Check out our math prep video, PKMS Math Prep 21. Nice movie we made with my students in 2021. Tweet me or X me at drobmath1. Don't forget to watch our show Math Time on Tuesdays, 4:30 to 5 p.m. on Optimum Cablevision, Channel 15, but it's only in Peekskill. If you want to study with me, or you want some more information of this, because I really go a lot farther than I mentioned with some of those notes of progress reports. So write me at robinsonmath@aol.com. I'll send you some stuff. So I hope you enjoyed our Teacher Time show. We come on every Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Optimum Cable Channel 15. So see you guys next time. Thank you.